I thought you might have forgotten who ran this place while you're on the outside.
No?
Then start acting like it. You might be up to bouncing little dye around the floor and shooting your mouth off to impress the new girls, but none of that washes with me, Doreen. All right?
All right.
And I won't remind you again.
I told the governor I'd go, and guess who's going with me?
Who?
She is.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I can wear my own clothes.
You look a right clown.
Why?
Well, bustles are out of fashion. This is the 20th century. But you wouldn't know that.
Not that old. Anyway, I reckon it's a great honour to be going out with the governor in person.
You would, you dumb old mole.
Well, it is.
Of course it is. Isn't it, Doreen?
What's the matter with her, Bea? What's she trying to prove?
I don't know. But she's going to find herself in a heap of trouble if she doesn't wake up to herself.
Would you like a drink?
No.
Well, don't worry. I'm not turning into an alcoholic. Even your mother says there's nothing wrong with the sherry.
All right, I didn't say anything.
I'll get you some lunch.
Catherine, have you given any thought to your plea?
Yes. I'm not going to plead insanity.
Temporary insanity. There is a difference.
If there is, I can't see it.
Oh, darling, you've got to give yourself a chance.
I am not mad. I'm not going to have people thinking I'm some sort of nut that's got to be locked up in a padded room.
Who cares what people think? I don't want to lose you. What about Sarah?
I was thinking of Sarah when I did what I did. I was trying to protect her, and now they want to lock me away. Oh, don't look at me like that. Do you think I'm some sort of maniac, too?
We've got to prove that you're not some sort of cold-blooded murderer.
What happened with Mrs. Warren?
Wilson decided we shouldn't pay her a cent. It would only damage your case.
You're not seriously thinking of paying her, are you?
Oh, look, I don't know what I was thinking.
She bursts into our home, and she says the filthiest things,
Please,
and then...
Catherine, I don't want to talk about it. She won't come near us anymore, all right?
Where did you get the money for my bail?
You'll have to worry about that.
No, where? Where? I want to know.
I arranged to increase my overdraft.
And how are we going to pay Mr. Wilson?
He'll put in his account when it's all over. You don't have to worry about that now.
We're going to have to sell the beach cottage, aren't we?
Well, I don't know. Possibly. Nobody has enough ready cash for this sort of thing.
This won't affect Sarah, will it? Her school fees?
Oh, of course not. Look, it's not as if we were penniless. We'll just have to juggle a few things, that's all. Don't get upset. There's nothing to worry about.
I got this letter from my dad, and you said if I ever wanted to talk about anything...
Sure. Well, what's the problem?
Well, I don't know. It's not awful or anything, just a bit strange.
Would you like me to read the letter?
Thanks. He never was much for writing. Says they never come out the way he wants. Mum's the one who writes to everyone. He's got a nice hand, though. That's what Mum says. She gets him to write on the Christmas cards.
Oh, he says here he's coming to see you. Well, that's good news, isn't it?
I suppose so.
Oh, why aren't you sure? Is he usually more affectionate in his letters?
No, like I said, he doesn't normally write. Mum does that. He just seems so distant.
Well, how do you think he felt when you and Doug left home like that?
I suppose he was angry. He didn't ever like Doug. Didn't trust him. Dad didn't really know Doug that well. Not like I did.
Do you think he could have felt a little bit hurt?
I hadn't really thought about it.
Do you love your father?
Oh, always. When I was a kid, I used to brag about how he was the best dad in the whole world.
And do you think he knows that? I mean, after all, you just did leave home without even saying goodbye.
Well, I wrote them a note.
That's hardly the same, is it? What do you think he means by a few problems?
I don't know. Me, I suppose.
Oh. There you go again, feeling sorry for yourself. The question is, what are you going to do about it?
Well, I suppose when he comes, if he comes, that is, I'll just have to try and let him know that I really am very sorry for all the trouble I've caused him, and not just for myself. Thanks.
You two wouldn't last 5 minutes outside on a run. You got to think fast, keep one step ahead of yourself, and you can't relax for a minute.
Bet you slept with one eye open all the time.
Who said anything about sleep? Close your eyes and you're gone.
You must have slept sometime.
Oh, yeah? Once. I had half an hour. I needed it. Hey, isn't that Wonky Warner? Allowed out without a leash, are you, Wonk? Hey, Wonk, given any blood lately? Oops. I hope I didn't hurt it. Stop! Get on! Come on!
What's going on here? Oh, I've been keeping an eye on things. I think I should break that up.
Anderson!
Break it up.
Stop that! Stop it! Who started this?
Just having a bit of fun, that's all.
Yeah, a friendly wrestle. No harm done.
Come with me, Lynn. Your father's here. He's with Mrs. Davidson at the moment. Now, I suggest you go and tidy up.
She can't seem to stay out of trouble, can she?
You better watch you don't go too far, Anderson.
All I did was accidentally stand on one of the veggies. You saw it, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw it.
Lunch already, is it? Well, how's the rest of the world getting on without me?
We'll survive.
Any chance of a book?
You're getting lonely, Davidson.
I sure am.
That's the idea.
Bastard.
Hello, Lynn.
Dad, would you like to sit down? So, how have you been?
I'm all right.
Is Mum okay?
She's in hospital.
What?
You heard.
In hospital? Why?
I would have thought that'd be obvious.
Well, tell me what's wrong with her.
She took a bit of a turn after she heard what you'd done. It was on the television and the radio, and the whole town knew about it.
Oh, is she going to be all right?
We don't know.
Well, why didn't you write and tell me?
I couldn't see the point.
How can you say that? She's my mother.
That's never mattered to you before. What we feel and what we think hasn't meant a damn thing to you. You just went on your way, getting into one fix after another, each one worse than before. Doing what you want to do. Not thinking of anyone else. Well, your mother can't take any more. Neither can I.
Look, excuse me, Mr. Warner, I don't think you can
do you
blame
mind?
me for...
It's bad enough having eavesdropping in the same room without butting into something that's not your business. I think I know what I'm talking about. She's my daughter, not yours.
I'm sorry.
If I haven't been to see you before, it's because of the farm. It won't run itself, you know. I can't just up and come to the city every time you get yourself into trouble. I'm staying with your Aunt Dory and Uncle George. It's bad enough having to face them. Tell me, What am I meant to do with you, eh? Just tell me.